What's up, Dachief here? Today, breaking down a video that happened out in Chicago in the Portage Park neighborhood on March 31st. The Chicago police were conducting an investigation in this area of a man with a gun. This 22-year-old, he fit that description. So instead of stopping for Chicago police with their pretty blue lights, he decided to take off like the whistle just blew at the Chicago Marathon. All right, so here you go. Here's where he first notices Chicago police on his heels. You can see him hop-skipping him real quick. Hopefully they don't notice that he's trying to get away. Now here where he goes into a full sprint, drops his little grocery bags, and now it's on.
Hey, drop the gun! Drop the gun!
So I want to go back really fast, because here's something that a lot of people didn't notice, all right? So let's go back. Once he makes that turn, once this officer makes that turn around this fence, right there, he actually fell. And you're going to see it from another camera angle, but he actually fell. At this point right now, he's getting back up. He had the opportunity right there. He had the gun in his hand. He had the opportunity to lay that gun down and continue running without the gun. But he decided to pick the gun back up and continue on with his little sprint.
Hey, drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Now at this point, slow it down. You can see he has a gun in his hand. The officer screaming, drop the gun. Now he decides to shift his body towards the officer. Gun in his right hand. The officer takes a shot. Split second decision. He doesn't know if this guy right here is going to make that turn all the way around and take rounds at him. Right here, he had to make that decision. Am I shoot or I'm not going to shoot? He decides to shoot. And then he goes down. Now let's take a look at another camera angle where you actually see where he falls down.
Why are you shooting me? You had a gun!
There goes the firearm right there. So here goes the angle. Take a look at the top of the See, that's where he fell. Now, on the body camera, it doesn't show that. It shows him getting back up. Now, he falls. He has his phone in one hand and the gun in the other hand. Now, look at this. He had the opportunity right there. See the gun in his hand? He had the opportunity to leave the gun. Lay the gun right there. How many more opportunities is he going to need to drop this firearm? His intentions were never, ever to get rid of that gun. Now, he gets up. Again, he falls. Looks like he even drops the gun, picks it back up, and then carries on. And this is where the officer, take a look at the shots. First shot right there. He has a gun in his hand. Then he takes a second shot right there. Firearm in his hand. And then he goes down. And what do the officers do? Immediately after this, he starts to render aid. He even puts a tourniquet on him.
No, I'm gonna give him aid. I'm gonna render aid. I'm gonna render aid. 6061, David. I'm rendering aid. I'm rendering aid.
Stop, get down, stand down.
The gun is right there. The gun is right there. Stop moving! I'm trying to help you.
1664 is their way.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to stay with me, dude. Stay with me.
All right, so there you have it. Chicago police officer, he's rendering aid. He actually even applies a tourniquet, but it's clear as day that this 22-year-old had no intentions of ever ditching this firearm. He could have ditched it when he was running past that parking lot. He could have ditched it when he dropped his groceries. He could have ditched it when he ran past that fence. He could have ditched it when he fell twice in front of this well-lit residence. But it looks like he did drop it, and then he picked it back up. Then he looked like he was off balance approaching this railing right here. And don't know if he was shifting his body to get around that railing, or was he shifting his body to fire at these officers. But either way, this officer had to make that split-second decision, because all that stuff's going through his head. Hey, if he didn't drop that gun during this whole foot pursuit, why is he going to drop it now? Is he going to shoot at me? Those are all the things this officer has to take into account during those seconds before he took them shots. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. God bless and stay safe, people.